Welcome back, friends. Today we are looking at different styles of leadership. Let's not waste any time and jump right in here. First style of leadership is going to be the strategic leader. These leaders are looking at every angle and approach to any given situation. They not only rely on their platoon, but work with the command chat and other platoons to set a goal and execute that plan to the best of their abilities. Strategic leaders will use every option to gain the upper hand, pulling more sunders, galaxy drops when needed, and even holding the enemy population at another hex while another platoon captures the higher priority one. Once they find a hole in the enemy's weakness, they will exploit that as much as the enemy allows. Next up is the Opportunist. These leaders like to make big plays for big rewards. Oftentimes, these leaders are looking for the best cutoff to gain the upper hand. Once they see an opportunity, they will steal rain at a moment's notice to win. There are times that these big plays do not work out, but when they do, they can change the tide of the entire fight for everyone involved. Be ready to hit those U keys with these leaders, as you will be bouncing around trying to backcap and catch the enemy off guard. We can't forget about our coach leaders. These leaders are always there to help new planetmen with any question they have. Coach leaders find themselves comfortable in mentor squads, showing players the ropes and assisting them in getting comfortable with the game. These leaders have no issues stopping mid-battle to explain certain mechanics or knowledge they have to someone that needs it. So now let's talk about our democratic leaders. Democratic leaders are not afraid to ask the platoon for assistance and direction. They will leave their options open to where to go next and ask people within the platoon where they would like to go or where they think they would have the most impact. This approach to leading gives a very open and welcoming feeling to the platoon. It gives the chance for new up-and-coming leaders to have their chance at making the big decisions on where to drop an entire platoon. We can't forget about our authoritative leaders, or I like to call them the Tarantino leaders. These leaders will give you very specific directions to each squad and even each role as to what they want accomplished. They are usually strict in their leadership but also understanding for the most part. These leaders will give a play-by-play scenario and expect everyone to stick to their job that's given. If people stray too far from the plan given, there is usually no hesitation in kicking people to find someone else that will listen. Lastly, we have our casual leaders. If there's a fun fight happening, they will be there. Even with an alert going on and bases being lost, a casual leader would rather find a fun fight for their platoon rather than bouncing them around to win the alert. The rules are pretty loose when it comes down to what's needed. The only thing really expected is that you're near the platoon waypoint. A lot of leaders in the game will not adhere to just one of these styles, but multiple. Most leaders will have adopted traits and styles from each of these categories and create their own way of leading. If you're new to leading, think of each of these as a tool to be placed in your toolbox. At times you may need to be more authoritative, or listen to your platoon to figure out where to go next. Growing as a leader will not all come from reading or watching others lead, but leading yourself. Figure out what you're comfortable with, what works best for you. Maybe you excel a lot more in one area than another. Don't be discouraged to get out there and lead. That's going to be it for me, guys. Hope you have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.